Hey yo, it's Thrift Machine. Today's gonna be a What's Sold video and it starts right now. Alright guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Julian, also known as the Thrift Machine here on YouTube, and I buy stuff and flip it online for a living and make YouTube videos about it. So today we're going to go over 20 what's sold for me in the last couple of days on this channel. I usually do like haul videos, the day in the life of me, and obviously like what's sold videos. So today we're going to go 20 what's sold in the last couple of days. They're mostly going to be on eBay and some Hickory the last couple of days or weeks. I'm starting to use List Perfectly and it's going pretty good. I'm going to do like a recap on what I think on, how much it actually works. And so some of these are actually Hickory sales. So what we're going to do is go over these. I'm going to try to tell you exactly how much I paid for them and how long it took to sell. So let's go ahead and get started with this travel pin. I picked this up probably about 5 months ago for less than 25 cents. And it's just a regular tiny little travel pin that I was actually on a hat that I bought. So I separated the hat from the travel pin. Boom, sold the travel pin for more than I paid for the hat. The hat would be pure profit at that point. And sold for $10 with free shipping. And again, 5 months to sell on that one. This was a brew-through hat. Established in 1977, distressed adjustable hat. Did sell for $15 and the buyer did pay shipping. Probably took like 6 months to sell on this. I got $2 of that at a Goodwill. This is from this $600 buy that I had from those huge golf clubs. You've heard me say that like a million times if you've been watching these what's solds. And this is going to be pure profit. Did take about a month now to sell. And these are some Daiwa high-tech oversized irons. It's funny because I don't really like hunt these or try to buy these Daiwas. But I tell you, every time I get an iron set that are Daiwas, they always sell for about 50 to 60 bucks. But I really still don't buy them in the store. I don't see them a lot, but they're not like a super name brand. But I will tell you, every time I've had one of these, they have sold. So make sure you maybe comp these out. And like I said, $60 on them, and the buyer did pay shipping. That actually went international. This Coleman 220E lantern from June of '62. I actually had to do a whole bunch of research on these Coleman lanterns to like even write the description on this because I had no idea. But I set this up in auction and it did go for $61.50 and the buyer did pay shipping with 15 bids. I would have never priced it that high at a buy it now. I would have priced it probably at 35 or 40 bucks. I put up on auction just because I didn't know really how much it was worth. It was a little bit different than all the rest of them. So I did that and I'm pretty happy with $61. That was actually out of a big buy that I did a while back at an auction that I had terrible like a ROI on. I just spent way too much money. And I think that this actually has now put me breaking even, but I literally have nothing left. So I broke even at that auction. So it is what it is. I'm happy to see it go and get some good money for it. This is the Sims 2 Castaway. Brand new Nintendo DS 2007 game. I bought this a long time ago at a garage sale, yard sale for about $1, and so for $20 the buyer did pay shipping. That also went international. This Precious Moments Every Day as a touchdown. Let's try that again. This Precious Moments Every Day is a touchdown. This was a Green Bay Packer one, and it did go for $80, and the buyer did pay shipping. It actually had the original packing, and it had like the certificate and everything. And I paid $10 for that at an auction, so pretty good. But it did take about 5 months to sell. I actually thought that I was going to sell before Christmas, but it didn't, and it sold after Christmas. These I've had for a really long time. This is some vintage Quicksilver self-acting electronic cleaning plate with 2 pounds of activator. Basically it cleans silver, and this goes for $20 and the buyer did pay shipping on that, and I've had that for probably 6 to 7 months. I got nothing into it at this time, pure profit. This Rodney Dangerfield I showed about a week ago on one of these haul videos, and it sold for $19.20 and the buyer did pay shipping. This was used and open, and I got that for about $1 to $2 at a Goodwill. This is a Sonic's Riders Nintendo Gamecube. Again, another Gamecube game. I only got 1 or 2 left. This is all in the profit. I'm already good on that whole lot. And it did only take about a week to sell. And it did go for $18. And the buyer did pay shipping on that. Again, that did not have the manual. If it had the manual, I think it would have went for more money. These right here I bought a long time ago at a garage sale. I had a whole bunch of Nerf guns that I bought. I've sold all the Nerf guns but 2, and I took the magazines out and then was going to sell the magazines separate. And they did go for $10 and the buyer did pay shipping, but it took probably 3 or 4 or 5 months to sell. I got nothing into them because that's all profit. This is a Craftsman US G1 series socket. This was a 17mm with a 3/8 drive. Shallow socket 6-point did go for $8 with free shipping. That only takes like $2 to $3 to ship. So I made $4, but that's super easy to ship, and $4 for like 2 seconds of my life, I'll take it all day long. This is going to be a Woolrich sweater, men's, large. This was made in the United States, vintage. I've had this thing forever, and somebody offered me $10 with shipping. I said absolutely. Probably didn't make a whole bunch of money here. Probably picked it up for $4 or $6 at a Goodwill a really long time ago. I always thought Woolrich sold really fast, but this one in particular, maybe it's the color scheme, maybe it's because it's a vest. I have no idea, but it didn't sell very fast for me. This is a Texas Instruments TI-86. This was a working calculator, and this just shows you right here, like this is the going rate for this scientific calculator, is that scientific calculators now, if it's not that TI-83 Plus or Silver or Platinum Edition, you know, they really don't have much value. So if you're at the Goodwill and you just see like a Texas Instrument calculator and you're like, oh, I'm going to buy it, but it would cost $5, but it was a TI-86, you know, it really wasn't worth a whole bunch of money, but this did go for $9.99. The buyer did pay shipping. I have $1 into that, but I'm already good on the lot that I bought it in, so that's going to be pure profit. This knife I've had, again, for a really long time. It's good to get some of this old inventory out, and I didn't even run a sale. These were just normal sales. This is going to be a vintage old Hickory true edge kitchen knife. It did go for $10. The buyer did pay shipping on that, and I picked it up a really long time ago, so I'm already good on that, so that's going to be pure profit. This Patagonia long sleeve only took about a week to sell. This was an extra small, which again, extra smalls do sell and usually take a lot longer than a week, but Patagonia is a super good name. If you don't know it, recognize it, and definitely want to pick their stuff up. Did go for $12. The buyer did pay shipping. I got $2 into that at a Goodwill, but the smaller sizes do usually take longer to sell, and the bigger sizes do sell pretty fast for me, so I'm surprised that actually sold that fast. These are those chess pieces that I actually did a haul on when I was down in Charleston. I picked them up for like $6 or $7, and I talked on YouTube about how I was going to like separate them and sell them piece by piece. The more I got into it, each one of these had like damage to it on its own separate way. So to like sell piece by piece, I thought would be just a waste of time. So I was only going to sell them for very cheap, because some of them, you know, had a cracked crown or something. I did find that a bishop's head was glued on and stuff. So there was a lot of stuff that I had to put in the description. I put them up for $100. Somebody offered me $50. They've been sitting and not getting a lot of traction. I took the $50. I might have been wrong on that. I could have held out for maybe $75 to $100, but they were kind of like in the way, to be honest with you. And I was going to turn $7 into $50, and they paid shipping all day long. This one right here I just picked up and just posted it today. This was a vintage USS Germantown LSD 42 hat. Has the Marine Corps logo right there. This was a vintage hat, and it did go for $9.99. The buyer did pay shipping on this. And this one I probably could have asked for a lot more, because there were no red ones that I saw even listed or for sale. They were all blue, but I wanted to give somebody a really good deal on that hat. So $9.99. Got it for $2 at a Goodwill. Not that bad. All right, here are some Hickory sales. I said I'm going to go ahead and show you some Hickory sales that I've been using list perfectly. The first one are going to be those Miss Me jeans, and I forget if it was on YouTube or Instagram. Somebody told me to put the flap pocket stuff in there because it has flaps on the pockets, and I did, and they sold almost immediately on Hickory. I picked them up for $6, and they sold for $40, and the buyer did pay shipping, and again, almost sold like within the hour. This right here is going to be a Nintendo Gamecube Indigo color. This was in really good condition. All that stuff that I picked up was in super good condition, worked properly, and the buyer did pay $20, and he did also pay shipping on this, and I'm in the good on that, but it only took about a week to sell. These right here are some tailor-made rack LT iron sets, heads only, right-handed clubs, and they did go for $58, and the buyer did pay shipping. These I actually purchased as whole clubs. When I got them home, they were cut really weird. Like, they didn't say they were a ladies cut, and I measured them, and they were actually shorter than a ladies club. So these were some sort of small clubs, maybe for a junior or something, but they didn't change the shafts to a junior shaft. They were still like a regular flex for the regular club. So I was not going to sell them with those shafts, because there's no way in the description I was going to have to put every measurement, and that was going to fit somebody. There's just no way. So what I did is I bit the bullet, and I took all the heads off, and it wasn't that hard. So actually, if you want to learn, I did just post a video yesterday about how I do that, and they sold very quick. The thing is that I bought them as a whole set, so I paid a lot of money for them as a whole set. So it was, I think I paid $35 for them, and I only sold them for $58. After I got them home, the so disappointed in the shafts, I was just happy to get them out of here, but I made like $20 on it, so that's not too bad for me. So right there, that's 20 wood sold for me, and literally the last couple of days I'm running out of these wood solds because I've been doing 20 at a time, and I don't sell 20 in a day, and I've been, you know, doing these YouTubes like every day. So hopefully my sales go up so I have something to show you guys what I sell. So hopefully this has been educational. Hope you can go out there and find some of these items, flip them online for yourself, and you know I will always catch you on the next one.